Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Oakland Raiders. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And his first pass is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Now the Georgia Southern man is Matt Breida, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
11B.
They'll fake it. Now lock. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson, and that one blown up. Quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Off of play action, Luck out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays that can't account for.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll roll him out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here come the Raiders. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. They're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Play action. It's locked. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
A first down throw, Darnold. They'll get this one complete to St. Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Robert Quinn coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Darnold. dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And there's the first NFL catch for the Maryland man, DJ Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Flush to his right, and an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Play fake, and it's Darnold. That there, the first NFL touchdown pass for Sam Darnold, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And he's got to absolutely be sky high right now. The first touchdown pass in the NFL, the first of what should be many, many more. But 57 of them in 2 seasons as a starter at USC, none as sweet as that one right there for Sam Darnold. Hello, NFL, I'm here.
J.J. Nelson now to return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you can kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Looking sideline, incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jones. Tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, L.A. as the first half is winding down. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Second and 10, Luck again. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Off the play action, Darnold. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing. They'll run it now out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And he's going to go down again. Derek Morgan. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, L.A. Duke Johnson, 68 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch him now, Barney!
On 2nd down, Darnold dancing to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold looking for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sam Darnold looking like he belongs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's Luck now on second down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Eddie Goldman able to get in there and drop him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing on third down, Luck. Looking long for Westbrook. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to be met at the down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold from the gun. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Raiders on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Heavy, got heavy. 12.
From the gun, here's Love. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here comes Nelson. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They run with Breida. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Luck eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Completes it right side to Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! 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 Over! 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 Over!
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. The number 2 pick back in 2011, Von Miller still doing his thing.
Boy, is he ever. If I were an offensive tackle, I don't know what I would do. I would tell the tight end he's got to stay in on all passing situations and help me out because he's got every move imaginable. One of the quickest guys off the ball in the league, and he's going to get to the quarterback.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now let's go!
They run it with Carson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
All right, now, look at 56.
Faking the give, Darnold. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, it's Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's got some space here. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for L.A., you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been